Oh, should be fun.
I don't know why I'm here, but sure. Oh, hi, Nixo.
I mean, I'm
Nixon's-
second to
Nixon's,
last and I go 5 to 7.
Yeah.
So that's
Nixon's
something.
a great Lego runner.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was really good at speedrunning, apparently, in PC.
Beaver best runner. It's been a
Great.
while.
Octo is down like 40 minutes.
I feel like some of them are the same. I feel like some of the categories won't change though. Best speed game, I don't know. I feel like that's always gonna be HP2. I wonder who's gonna win that one.
There definitely wasn't only one option. And half the non-flow nominations were memes anyways. Did Sully do a run in 2020?
Yeah, he did. He didn't PB. Yeah. He did some stuff. Wait, you can't hear Mylan? Really?
Mylan's been talking the whole time.
I've been talking
So
this
it's just
entire time, and
Yeah.
nobody's been able to hear me. Wonderful.
So
Okay.
it's just been Liam and me just doing like random sounds of approval.
Okay. Just start again. Let's just start again. Okay.
Amazing.
So, I guess a abridged version of everything that I've been saying. I'm joined by Beaver and Nixo. I suppose I am
hi.
joining Beaver and Nixo. We wanted to do an awards show last year, but we didn't know how to set it up quite right, and things got away from us, so we just kind of dealt with it. This year, in mid-January, Tia contacted us and said she'd be willing to make some graphics for us, and they turned out really, really beautiful, but that meant that it was going to take a while for them to be finished, so we have a very belated awards show, but I think the production quality on this is like way better than we could have hoped for otherwise, so hopefully you guys will like it. Best fail of 2021, yeah, already.
We got mics, we got everything.
So PC categories from last year and their winners, I mean, we've already shown them. I guess the only thing that I said that didn't go through was Spongify and Cartway Final were both nominated this year, but neither of them were 100%. And then, yep, Best Runner, Flow wins
Even more of
again.
a surprise now.
So what I was saying, there are two categories in this. So, yeah, there are two categories where we decided to award a winner by default. One of them was Best PC winner, and then there's one in Lego that will also be awarded by default. In order for somebody to go forward into the voting stage, they needed at least 2 nominations. And Flo was basically the only person to get more than 2 nominations, and he got like over 90% of the nominations, and it's kind of one of those things. If you watch PC speedruns, yeah, it's gonna be Flo this year. So yep, that one went by default. The rest we're actually also going to show you like breakdowns of how many votes everyone got. One thing that I think is really cool about this year is literally every category got at least some votes. So somebody was somebody's favorite in every single different category, which I think is really, really cool about this community. So
on Best PC Runner, in case you didn't notice, Flo is now an Aladdin speedrunner, but before that, he had all 8 PC recce's, so this was pretty obvious.
Yeah, this was one of those things where you couldn't stop him this year. There was nothing you could do. We tried to stop him, we weren't very successful.
Did we try, though?
Yes, we tried. The rest didn't.
Can anyone check, by the way, if Flo has like 50% of PC records? I wouldn't be surprised of like all of the main ones available. If he gets to like at least 50%.
Yeah, I think he is.
Probably, right?
If you only count single player records for HB4, definitely. Mm-hmm. Which you probably should only count single player records at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. He lost HP5 stuff, so, but still.
At one point, he had all 11.
Yeah.
So I guess moving on, I don't remember exactly the order of these awards, so we're gonna see them as I see them. And yeah, Liam and Nixo haven't seen these either, so.
This was a close one.
Yep.
Here are your nominees.
Yeah, so last year we had one of those really, really obvious ones where people kind of forgot that Mark had joined in 2019. That one kind of wound up as a landslide. this year there was a lot of good newcomers. So
Yeah. Not even all good newcomers in this.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
these were just the ones that got the most attention for this. So yeah.
And I think this one was really, really close,
Yes,
right?
this one was ridiculously close. So I guess we go
Between
to,
all three.
yeah. So Sammy was our winner, and you're gonna see a chart right here of just how close this all was.
Sammy Pog.
Yeah, so I believe this is the smallest margin of victory out of literally everything, and it's basically 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So
It's literally one vote that decided, so that's as close as it can get.
yeah, so this was a very close race. Oh, I have that listed as best PC runner. Whoops.
Oh well, we know what it is.
Yeah, best PC newcomer. That's what that one's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
No. Sammy best PC runner.
Next up, I believe, is most improved. Yes.
I think so.
Newcomer improving. The best player improving. And the newcomer again.
Wait,
and Nick
what? I literally went backwards, so I shouldn't win this.
Yeah, again, so anybody who got more than one nomination was put through. So this was one of those ones where a lot of different people got little nominations. So Nixo probably got 2 or 3. Didn't play a ton of PC, but got the nominations. So I didn't say anything wrong. You did not play a ton of PC. You played a lot of other things too.
True.
Millen feels bad man was not listed there, but he is there. Tashi was listed twice. And by Millen, I mean Abram.
That's what happened, yeah. That's why Katashi was twice in the intro.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So feels bad man.
We haven't fully proofread these.
We're all students.
Yeah.
We're busy.
And the PowerPoint was made very last minute, so didn't have any time to ask for any changes made. So yeah, so I guess move on to the winner.
Honestly, no surprise here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's well deserved.
He goes from having what one PC
and a competitor in 2 to having all of them. Yeah, that's. And again, like, this is one of those things I wanted to show off for every category. You know, everybody got votes. There's a lot of love going around in the community. It's not just
Nixo's second place.
Hey, don't point that out. Very deserved. No, but like Flo went from like a very good runner in 2019 to like God mode in 2020, so it's very deserved.
Yeah, now he's pointing his aim at the GBA game, so we'll see what happens there.
This was very surprising in the nomination phase that I got a nomination, but I played no PC the entire year, pretty much. So that made sense. But I didn't get 2. It's all good.
Okay, so next up we have Best Streamer.
Hey, look, it's me. Hey, look, it's Senna. Hey, look, it's Flo and Nixo.
One disclaimer I want to give for no other reason. Every time that things appear in the lists and on the screens, it's just alphabetical order. I felt that was just the easiest way to put all of these things on here without being spoilery. So if you are saying, hey, why is my favorite last? And that doesn't always, mean anything. It just means their username starts late in the alphabet.
Imagine having a name that starts with N, Omega Lol.
Megalo.
Yeah, I feel like there's not many surprises here.
What does one person have here that the others don't?
Yeah.
Who is it?
So I feel like this won't be a surprise to show. This was probably the biggest landslide out of not all of the categories. Like when you've got a partnered streamer in the mix, it's gonna swing pretty far.
Unless you got multiple partnered streamers, which we don't.
One day.
Shouldn't be that high though, but thanks, I guess.
Speech!
Speech? No.
Okay.
I'm very happy and very honored, but it really shouldn't be that, big of a difference.
So one disclaimer I want to give now before we get there. So Nixo and Beaver also received enough nominations to make it into console and handheld streamer. But we figured, since we're splitting these categories anyways, it's not really fair to let one person have a landslide win in all three of the categories. It's better to show off more people in the community. So despite both of them getting 2 nominations in those categories, they were removed from the voting pool just to give more people a chance to kind of get their limelight.
Also, imagine considering me or Nixo a console or handheld speedrunner.
I mean, you've mentioned you did more console and handheld this year than you did PC, so...
Yeah, but if you had to pick one, you would put us in PC.
Yeah, I think that's why I thought this was the best path to go, was to limit them to PC instead of limiting them to something else.
Yeah, totally fair.
I think I goofed. This is supposed to be best speed game. Oh, yep, okay. So there's a couple of mistakes in these. That's fine. We really did not have, yeah.
It's almost like people like the trifecta games.
That was a great showcase of nominees.
Oh.
1, 2, or 3.
I wonder what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I wonder if the result is correlated with the most speedrun game on speedrun.com.
Like, I know what my favorite is. I know what my favorite to play is. I know what my favorite to watch is. I know that neither of those won. Yeah, like, if it's gonna be best PC speed game, there's really only one answer. Oh, yeah, what a big surprise! HP2 won.
The game that has 10,000 category extensions and like 5 different main categories.
Not to mention the 1,000 main categories that you do every day.
Yeah, they are very official as well.
This is less of a landslide than PC streamer.
Is it?
Yeah, that was about 76%. This is 73%.
I'm honestly surprised HP3 did better than HP1.
Just because everybody's sick of the game, or?
Well, that, and I find that people enjoy watching HP1 speedruns more than HP3.
Yeah, I think HP1, you'd be hard-pressed to find a speedrun that is more impressive than a lot of the HP1 stuff. But HP3 also has this really, like, it's also the most, I guess, comfy or, like, welcoming game. It's the easiest for somebody to learn for the first time, so...
Did stream go down?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my stream's buffering.
This has been happening a lot recently, and I don't know why.
God damn it, Beaver.
Well, reset number 2. Here we go. I am so confused.
That's a weird issue. Does it happen on like your own stream as well?
A little. Run with shit. We're just doing another one. Are we back yet? No.
Looks like it to me. No, I see it.
Okay. Yeah. So Apologies if we have a lot of buffers during this. My internet's been shaky for some reason recently. I do have a full local recording that we're making. We'll put it all up on YouTube once we're done. So apologies for that. This might happen a couple more times. We'll just have to bear with it. Yeah. But HP2 best speed game, not a surprise. So next up,
PC best category. Now this can include multi-run category. AWC was pretty popular for a bit, and Bingo was, we had a whole
Oh
thing.
yeah. I wonder why Bingo was popular.
Hey, look, a category.
where's
extension.
Jumpless? There it is. There is Jumpless.
I actually don't remember which one here, so that's gonna be very interesting for me as well.
Yeah, a lot of HP2, again, I wonder why. But yeah, we had the whole bingo tournament for HP2.
Offering again.
Again? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Can I like turn down my... I have to like turn down my bitrate or something.
And what are you streaming in?
Well, apparently way too high. We'll go down to like 3K instead of...
Yeah, it should be fine still. Are we even in HD?
No,
Yeah,
this is like 720p.
Yeah. Stream rage good because of jumpless.
I would do that too.
It's a great category.
I would take that Reiki back, but I don't care.
Sure.
We're back. Okay. Yep, you'll just have to... I'm sure people will continue to scream at me every time something goes down.
Yep.
And gone. Oh no.
No.
Wait, is it? No, I see it.
They're just fucking trolling. They're
Oh,
trolling.
great.
Yeah. Mark, Mott's trolling, SMH.
Okay. So, yeah, Bingo got its tournament. AWC had its big, like, shining moment before it, like, crashed and burned.
We got the one frame Reki in HP in AWC. That was great.
Oh yeah, AWC then changed again when we realized that we were dumbasses about Dumbledore, so that was fun. And then, yeah, the whole figuring out that Jumpless was possible, and then a bunch of people trying it, and then of course HP won at 8% just for being an impressive category. And our winner, HP2 any percent.
Honestly, not too surprising here. Quickest category in PC speedruns, and at the time, most of the time, it was fastest overall.
Another very diverse graph though, so a lot of different favorites from a lot of different people. And Bingo coming real close in there.
Mm-hmm.
See, what is that, like 86.3% of people picked HP2 over HP1?
Well, when there's 5
Which I guess-
HP2 choices, or 4 HP2 choices and 1 HP1.
Oh no, it went again.
No, no.
Oh my god. Bitrate goes down further.
That is a weird issue. Because, like, the Discord stream doesn't stop or anything. Maybe, I mean, you don't need to Discord stream, I think. Like, I watched the Potterthon one, and it's, like, fine, delay-wise.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe you should cut on that. And
Okay, stop streaming. And then go to OBS and stop streaming. Because when it tries to reconnect itself, it doesn't work.
mm-hmm.
Yep. Run died to house point RNG again. Oh well, I have to start over. I didn't hit start streaming. This is
Hopefully be better without the Discord stream.
hopefully. Back. Okay, we're back.
Hey.
Back.
How many more
Once
times?
again.
Yeah, it's time to start a prediction on how many more times it's going to crash.
Can I do that?
We can't.
We
because
don't. We're not
Oh,
affiliates.
we're not
so
affiliate. Yeah.
maybe one day.
Yeah, the like 85% HP2 votes kind of line up with the best game, where
Yeah,
HP2 got 70%.
75. Yeah. So
Took the HP3 votes.
I believe the next is our final category.
For PC. Yeah.
Yeah, for PC, and then we go on to console.
Do we not have IL?
Oh, we do have IL, so
Oh, we have first word. Yeah, true. We have first
Beaver's
word.
full series. That's me. Flo's HP1. Flo's HP2. Flo's HP3. Flo's HP5. Flo's HP6.
It's almost like
of those Flo's records, all of them have been beaten since then. just so you know, he's beaten all of those this year, except maybe HP2.
HP2. That is the same time it is right now, I believe. I think we're still at a 31:29. But yeah, all of the other records.
Mark took HP5, I took HP3 before Flo took it back, and Flo improved 1 and 6. Full series hasn't changed.
Not yet.
It will in 2 weeks, but you know, for now.
One thing I want to mention, I really enjoyed finding these thumbnails for each of the categories, because for people like Beaver who use a webcam, I got to find that exact moment where they like start popping off for their record. So we've got a couple of cool ones in here.
I was not popping off. I was tired.
You were dying, so
Got the glare on the glasses and everything.
yeah.
And you can see clearly there's a favorite here because only one of these uses left side,
Yeah.
which is proper. And we all know it is proper. And if you're not using left side, no, it did it again. It did it again.
It did it again? Oh my god.
Also, I think Nixo said his PC crashed.
Oh no. This is so bad. Do we need to just like switch over to common room and stream in Discord?
I don't know.
I would have to get somebody else to restream my stream. Like, this is like over a gigabyte of files that would have to get transferred.
It wouldn't take too long.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Unfortunately, I'm not. Oh, yep, now we're back. So we're both back
Okay,
now.
nice.
So my stream crashed, Nixo's computer crashed.
This is cursed.
Yeah, Sammy
I'm
suggested get someone else to restream. This is like a 1 gigabyte PowerPoint. It would actually not be super easy to switch over to someone else.
Is
Yeah.
it back? I can't see it.
It is back.
We might have to consider streaming to Discord instead, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
That or we just have to go really fast.
Show.
So, best PC record.
As you can see, there's a clear favorite because left side.
This was one of those ones where I kind of expected it to be a lot closer than it actually was.
I did too.
Hey.
Honestly. This should not have happened. Let's be honest here.
I mean, it's all like somebody mentioned, yeah, deserved. Like, yeah, this is a huge accomplishment, but so were all of the rest of the records that were on this list. Like,
Definitely.
107 HP1, sub 13130 HP2. The HP5 was significant because that's what got him the Octo Crown. And
yeah.
the HP6, nobody thought anybody could dethrone Cat, and that's what happened. That's what happened.
I don't think that was. I think we all thought if 8 was going to happen, that was the one that was going to stop it, and then it wasn't. That was very surprising.
And HP3 was the first
46, yeah.
What's surprising to me, though, is even if you combine all of those world records, somehow Full Series still beat it, which just doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, Full Series is just like so long that it also deserves to win, let's be honest.
But that doesn't make it the best record. It's just...
I mean, best can be defined in many ways, right?
I suppose. So what, if I do Hundo this year, that's just gonna win?
No, you're dead after, so that's not gonna win.
Okay, so
I also love how it's so obsolete at this point. Like
we've beaten the combined records by like 4.5 hours or something stupid like that.
So the sum of records now is a 31:02. So if you recorded every game, you would beat this record by over 8.5 hours. Obviously, nobody has the skill to record every game. Like, not even close.
That's still like
in theory,
massive time improvement.
I think at the time of this run, it was closer to like a 35 or even a 36. So like four-ish hours off of Sum of Records, which I guess is okay for a 40.
Yeah, for a 40-hour run.
10% off, not too bad.
So moving on to our final PC category, this time for sure. Best IL records.
IL's lol. That's all I got to say here.
I don't remember many actually this year.
Auto boosting Pog.
The tied record between Avram and Tickborn.
Yeah.
And their timers even stopped at like the correct spot, so I got to show that on stream. And then Cinna very excited for getting Glacia's final.
The unfortunate part about this is that Glacia's final has been beaten by like 3 seconds now, which is insane. Because this Glacia's final was like actually good, but like 3 people have beaten it since.
I think including Cinna, right?
Yeah, Cinna, me, and Flo. I think Flo, at least.
Yeah, and then the literally unbeatable Spongify any percent.
Yep.
Only Avram is capable of beating that record, because nobody else can auto boost like that.
And I tie it to like the millisecond in ILs is like really
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, really unlikely.
I remember when we were first trying to decide how we would implement ILs. Like, Emmy and I were joking, like, man, it'd be crazy to be like the elite or whatever and have like 30-way tied records. And then we had a tied record later that year. It's just, or the next year or something like that. Yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous.
Especially in a glitchless run like that. Like if it's like the length of Spongify IL or Scourge IL,
Yeah, I think
sure, but in a minute 7, that's kind of insane.
Before we changed the timing for Scourge IL, I believe that one was tied for a while. But it's like 7 seconds. So,
I think it could have been, yeah.
9, but sure.
Yeah, Cinna dances Pog, yeah. I really liked trying to find these cool little frames to catch. And our winner is the only one that's been beaten. Which, I mean, it's still one of those, like, yeah, this was definitely a good run when it happened. Even now, I would still say it's a good run. It's just kind of crazy Like,
Oh yeah, if you get like this is like a 224 Glaciers final for anybody that knows, and like if you get that in a run, like you're popping off because it's insane. You just clutched your PB or clutched the world record, and
you've just
it's
saved
great.
10 seconds in a split that you're not supposed to save 10 seconds on.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting it in a run is like the factor here that makes it so sick.
And yeah, this went on to PB, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you see it in the
I know
frame.
it's not current PB, but
No, but if getting that in a run is like pretty sick.
Yeah, it's insane. And then the unbeatable record coming just a couple of votes shy. But yeah, with that brings us to the console categories. So console has a couple of fewer categories than PC does. Obviously they don't really have ILs aside from like Quidditch League, so it doesn't make much sense to vote for those. And then a few of these
races in PS2 or PS1, HP2 PS1.
And then a few of these didn't have nominations from last year. Like we did not have a best speed game or best category vote last year, so these are our winners from last year. Yeah, I guess we should just go straight into best runner.
Do it. Got a new runner, Blaze. Got a PS1 Stronghouse, whatever. SLS and Whip.
So
I could not read SLS as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this font looks really nice when it's a lot of lowercase, but when it's a few uppercase letters back to back, it's kind of messy, so it's a pretty font. It works, but
It looks very fancy though.
like when you see GBA, that one's gonna look kind of funny too, but it works.
So we got a nice split here between 6th gen and PS1. We got 6th gen on the left, PS1 on the right.
Yeah.
So pretty nice.
Once again, gonna mention the way that we decided who went into the voting phase was anybody that got more than one nomination. So these were everyone that got 2 or more. Some of them got more than 2, some of them got less than or closer to 2. None of them got less than 2. But yeah.
Some of them got more than 2 and some got less than 20.
Yes. I think they all got less than 20. We'll ignore that. Yeah. I know SLS and Whip were nominated last year. I don't think Blaze or Redneck was.
Well, Blaze
wasn't here last year. So.
Yeah.
So just even being nominated, like, Blaze is a newcomer this year. To be nominated for Best Runner is pretty crazy, so. And I don't actually remember all of the winners here, so I'm going to be surprised too.
Les Pog. First person to do a 6th gen trifecta. He
First
had
person
all
to
three.
hold all 3 at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, he had all 3 at the same time. Very good 6th gen runner. Who has now been obsoleted as a 6th gen runner because he doesn't have a working copy of HP2 PS2. Feels bad, man.
I kind of expected Redneck to be a little higher, but he hasn't been as active recently as he was at the beginning of the year. So
yeah, he has almost all of the rookies.
He has like everything except for 1 any% and 200%.
Yeah, which is insane because like all the categories in PS1 are like well ran, competitive, and he even had HP1 Reki at one point until Dill took it back earlier in the year.
Yeah,
HP1 any that is. So I'm pretty sure only
also always getting the Hundo runs. So
of course.
Honest, all 4, I think. Very good.
Yeah.
Has a 4. I think currently has a 422 Hundo Duofecta, which is insane when the records are 159 and 220 respectively. Like, actually insane.
And it's not an easy run at all.
No. Gringotts, gnomes, not fun. But SLS still well deserved.
Yeah, definitely.
So moving on.
Well, you know one of them. Just heard about him. Got DSB Mike, who's been running GameCube a lot. And Tia, who made these wonderful slides.
Yeah, this is another one of those ones where there's a lot of good options, but there's kind of one obvious choice. Just because
I think
one of them got nominated for Best Runner and the other two didn't, but yeah. I don't know, not a ton to say, I guess.
Sorry, we don't run console a lot.
That being said, for what you'd think would be an obvious choice, this was a pretty close one, comparatively. Like, there were a lot of votes for a lot of people.
Yeah, it was honestly a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, Blaze getting record in HP 1 and 3 and breaking both games respectively. Actually, I don't know if he broke 3, but he definitely broke 1.
Yeah, I think just one. But like before Blaze came around, there was essentially no skips in HP1 Xbox.
Not at all. Yeah.
And now it's like 25 minutes faster, 20 minutes faster than it was. Pretty great.
Yeah. And then also just how many times they've brought down like HP3 as well recently.
Yeah, you better retract that SLS.
Yeah. Very, very well deserved. We have a good crowd of newcomers this year.
Yep.
Both in console and PC. Can't really say the same for Handheld, but we'll see that later.
We'll see about that.
Most improved, Blaze. And Mike again. Redneck, who took a lot of recce's.
Mm-hmm.
And SLS, who's always been dominant, but that doesn't mean he can't improve. And similarly for Web.
Is that the first with 5 options, actually?
Yes, I think this is the first
record.
That is 5, yeah. Dong Zone also mentioned that Blaze was pretty instrumental to HP2 PS2. That is 2021, but yes, that is well noted as well. Oh, whoops, I missed it.
That was actually after this vote happened, which is kind of insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed the A in Blaze's name. Whoops.
Blaz Puck.
Hopefully there aren't too many more typos, but...
I don't know who won this.
I don't remember who won this.
They're all definitely good choices again.
Yeah. I don't even remember who I voted for.
You got runners who've been around a while, who've improved, and then runners who are new, like Blaze, and improved a ton from nothing.
2 in a row.
I guess our not knowing who won this also kind of shows in the votes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, though. From like 0 to world record is a pretty big improvement.
Yeah.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Can't go much, can't improve much more.
Yeah, interesting to see Whip up there a lot, because, he's always been one of those dominant forces for the 100% categories. But I guess that does just show that, even when you're at the top of a game, there's still a lot of room to move up, so...
Yeah, just look at Flo. It's not gonna stop.
He also pushed on the both Hundo records by like quite a bit, I think, last year, right? I'm pretty sure. So there is definitely some nice improvement.
Yeah, he got the first sub 2 in HP1, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
After they found like new strat, but yeah.
Mike making a lot of improvement too. Despite being basically just a GameCube only runner, that he's done a lot of work. He's come a long way in a year.
No, Mike, late for work.
We made him late. There's one more category though, right? Or like, runner specific category.
Yeah, so best streamer.
Some of these streamers are pretty interesting, like SLS, who refuses to stream. What? Sorry, what?
I was wondering if you fell asleep because I was missing your narration when the names came in.
Yeah. So Blaze, Mike, Rico, and SLS. And I kind of want to just jump over to the winner really quickly because I think this is pretty timely. Because Mike is leaving and
Mike Pog.
Agreed.
Yeah, this was a good choice. A lot of good options. But someone who I think has really strived to try to make a strong stream, so well deserved.
Definitely my go-to stream when I'm awake at 3 a.m. randomly.
How did SLS come second? I don't
Very
know.
good question. It's a very, very, very good question.
People enjoyed the one stream you did, SLS. That's all.
I think part of it is that SLS is a well-known name, but I don't know. Best late night streamer, yeah. Mike is now on time for work. SLS did 3 streams, but the 3 best streams of 2020. It's a fun way of describing it.
Does one stream in 2020 literally the best stream Twitch has ever seen?
Move over Ninja with whoever it was. Ninja playing Fortnite with Drake or whatever.
I don't even think that's the most anymore. I think there was some Spanish stream that got like millions of viewers. Like over 1 million. Congruent. But anyways.
Yep. So moving on. Best speed game, one we didn't have last year.
Somebody clip that from SLS. Okay, thanks.
You mean screenshot?
Yeah. Whichever. I mean, you can clip. It'll have the chat log. Yeah. Games. Good games.
I think if somebody said last year that HP1 6th Gen would be nominated for a speed game, I think pretty much everyone would have just kind of laughed in their faces.
Yeah. This time last year, HP1 6th Gen was you play the game pretty much as normal. There's like 2 skips, and you hope that the guy trashers are nice. That's the run.
Yeah, 2 skips that don't even look like skips.
Yep.
Best PC. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But best console speed game.
You can play them on a PC.
You can play them on a PC.
Mega lol.
I feel like out of those, last year it would have been very, very obvious which one would have won. Like the best of 2029, and not 2019.
2019, yeah. But console got a lot of attention. Like 6th Gen got a lot of attention this year, which I think it was kind of deserved. Like those are games that got snubbed for a pretty long time. So to get a lot of limelight this year was pretty nice.
Yeah, I think PS1 has always been really popular, but it's only, I think it only had 1 skip that was found last year, completely by accident.
I wonder who found that.
I wonder. It only says 10 seconds, so who cares? But the HP2 6th Gen had some pretty good stuff. Some really hard and annoying tricks, but they're really cool.
Yeah.
They save a lot of time.
And then adding loadless timer, also letting GameCube be competitive.
Yeah, GameCube is very competitive in Xbox/GameCube categories for HD2 because it has an exclusive skip, but then it loses time on lag, so nobody's actually sure which one's faster. But yeah, good games.
So our winner, HP1 PS1.
Yeah, it's still not much of a surprise, let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't think
It's-
anybody has ever really complained about this game. It's a good
Nah,
game.
it's a really good speed game as well. It's fun.
You'd think a game that looks like absolute ass would be a little less liked.
Hey now. He's 100.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's all we need.
You can't deny the game looks terrible, but it's a very good speed game.
PS1 Hagrid.
PS1 Hagrid looks terrible, but that's why we love him. Yeah.
Yes, not to mention what Celeste just said, that no longer having to do early 4 eyes means that any percent is fun again.
Yeah.
Because early 4 eyes is garbage.
So, next category is, I think, one of the ones I was most excited for. Oh no, not this one. Next one. After this.
One
Forgot about
PS1
category.
and one PS1 Super Speed, which can be done on console, fun fact. 2 6th Gen NE and 3 6th Gen NE.
PS1 Super Speed can be done on console. You just need the Game Shark.
That's what I said.
Oh, can.
Yeah, it can.
Okay.
It's a lot easier to set up on emulator,
Yeah.
but it can be done on console.
Yep, 3 6th Gen 90% got nominated.
LOL 3 6th Gen.
Because it went down that much, I assume. That's why it's nominated. Or was that 2021, actually?
Most of that was 21, but nominations closed New Year's Eve, so nothing that. So the voting phase actually ended on the 7th of January as well. So we made sure there was very little room for 2021 stuff to bias this. So
Okay. Yeah, so the big skips were 2020 then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
yeah, Carpe Skip was one of the things nominated for best new glitch of 2020. I think that was like November that was found.
It was definitely after full series,
Yeah.
because I had to play Carpe. Not a fun level. 20 minutes of boring. So the fact that we can skip it now is great. And it saves 20 minutes, almost.
Curious to see if, when we do this next year, if 2 6th Gen 90% is going to show up again because of the new skips, or if people are going to be so sick of loading screens that we just don't want to think about it anymore.
A category which takes an hour and 10 minutes on console, but there's only 13 minutes of gameplay.
13 minutes. Yeah, so our winner. Another one of those, not really a big surprise. People really like HP1 PS1.
The classic.
Yeah.
The category with the most runners on console, pretty sure.
Yeah, I think most runners it goes 2 PC, 1 PC, and then this. Maybe 3
What about
PC.
3 PC? Yeah.
But I know at least back when I started 3 PC was below it, but it's probably past it. I don't know, but definitely in the top 4. Good game.
It's a very good game.
Great graphics.
Very fun 5-seat skip.
And of course, any percent, yeah, having fire seat skip and Quidditch abuse, it makes it's a nice category because you don't play like a third of the game.
When splitting PS1 and 6th Gen in the voting. We'll have to think about that.
When splitting trifecta and not trifecta in PC voting.
I mean, that might be a decent idea to have like best PS1 game. There's only 2 options, but to have like a best non-trifecta game
Let's
could
be
be
honest.
something interesting to do.
Let's be honest, there's only one option there.
Yeah, that's gonna be one of the bigger landslides we've ever had. Best PS1 game. Best PS1 category, that could be something interesting. Then we get to see more of that any percent super speed, 100% balance, I guess. No major skips could be thrown in there too. Yeah. Now we go on to the category that I'm really excited for. Because this was absolutely nuts.
Insane. Definitely deserved.
Yep. Both of these nominees were just like, what on earth is happening? So we had 2 ILs tied to the frame, and then a 2-hour game tied to the second. The times that are on screen right now are with loads. When they were made loadless, they were both exactly the same time. They were within like 5 frames of each other. Which is, again, just like absolutely nuts in a 2-hour run. And then Dilwingo's 1:13:02 at ESA is just absolutely nuts.
Just casually getting a world record.
Yeah,
Getting
like,
a world record. Getting a world record POG. Getting a world record at a marathon. Double POG. Getting a world record at ESA of all marathons. Triple POG.
and he was like, that was one of his first. He hadn't done much like D-Rust before that either. So
Yeah, not at all.
He's been running a lot of Ratchet.
yeah,
He still got it for HP1. Insane runner.
did
Did it
I
just go
pass
black?
something up?
Yeah, it just went black.
Did
Yeah.
go black? Yep.
It did not auto
Black.
start. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Dill Pog ESA world record.
It's not.
Wow.
Oh, I must have forgot to set a transition on that one.
It was pretty close though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think both deserve it
Yeah.
as well, so it makes sense that it's close.
When I was putting this together, for some reason I thought the two categories had tied as well.
Oh,
Which I was really excited because, like, oh man, I get to put one of these up where it's a tie. Oh, that's amazing. But no, I misremembered. Yeah, either one of these winning would be so well deserved. Yeah. So that wraps up console. Now we go on to handheld. Now handheld, last year there weren't enough nominees out of all of the handheld categories to really have any kind of a vote. So all of these are completely new. Nobody's ever won any of these before. So yeah, we can move on to best runner.
Who do we got? I wonder who got Nightbee, who holds the record at the time in 4, kind of 5 and 6, and SLS, who holds the record in 1, 2, 3,
everything else.
7.1, 7.2. Yeah.
And a handful.
Pretty much.
And a handful
Yeah,
of
that
100% still, yeah.
Yeah, for 2020 there were really only like 2 choices, honestly. I mean, to be fair though, I thought Conception, would have deserved it as well for the 1 GBC.
Yeah, I think he got 1 nomination but didn't get a second, was the concern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If he had gotten 2 nominations, he definitely would have been in the list. But, yeah, trying to stay consistent. There were enough nominees for each category and enough repeats for each category that I could keep that rule throughout the entire thing. Somebody mentions in chat, no best newcomer. Yes, there were, like, no newcomers for handheld. Except for, like
the
Mark
only
and
newcomer...
Avram in the last month?
Yeah,
kind of?
the only newcomers were people that did HP5 any percent when it was 2 minutes and 20 seconds now.
Yeah.
Because Omega Lol and Omega
And
Lol.
us too.
Oh,
I guess.
Avram was 2021.
I mean,
okay, so we didn't really have anyone.
We did runs in 2019, so
Oh, we did? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, like 1
a
GBA and
couple.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not a significant amount like we've done now, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Most of the people that left nominations left things like, there were newcomers this year, or I can't remember anyone, or I think there were a couple of people that nominated people that didn't actually start running in 2020. And when I went back and looked at speedrun.com, it was from 2019. So
Yeah, I think a few people put Conception down, but it was
I
like
think someone put
December
down
2019.
like Thunfish too, and it's like, nope, he had done runs in 2019 as well. So yeah, I think there was like one valid submission, and it's like, I don't want to give something by default because only one person nominated them. So we're just gonna ignore best newcomer altogether. So yeah, best handheld runner.
If you want there to be one this year, go run the Handheld games.
Yeah.
Easy.
So,
Alright, anyways, best runner.
um,
The world record holders for GPA and DS.
yeah.
Who's it gonna be?
I guess we move on to. Yeah, this is. When there's only two options, nothing's really a surprise, but. I think that the difference is kind of surprising here. I expected this to be a lot more even.
I feel this is a lot more people know who SLS is because he run console games as well.
And Nightbeat runs games that like nobody cares about. But that being said, like
harsh.
yeah,
they're really good runs.
They're really good runs. Like
he does
a 135 in HP4 and what, like a 115 in HP6? Those are insane. Those are like actually just nuts.
Yep.
And then he went and broke a bunch of records on like New Year's Eve too. So what did he take? 4DS, 7.1, 100%.
Yeah, and was it better? I don't remember.
Yeah, Nightbee is when he gets down to a game, he's tough to beat. But still, you know, SLS always been one of the titans for handheld, so not surprising. So moving on to most improved.
Hey, it's me. Conception, who took GBC world record. And hey, it's Nixo. Oh, hi, Nixo.
Wow.
And these are, I would say these were probably our three most active handheld runners this year, so.
Other than SLS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Liam and Nixo were brought into this one. They were not brought into Best Streamer because we figured this is one where being just a super popular stream isn't going to be a huge advantage. And it wasn't an obvious winner, I don't think. The results were a lot closer than most people would probably think. So yeah, I guess we just go on to that.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I would have expected Conception to get a little bit more, but that's just my opinion, I guess.
Yeah, I should definitely not be above Conception.
Yeah,
But
Liam
also taking 2 GBA.
Yeah.
That's I think what pushed it over. Like the really old, really hard to beat record.
Yeah, the 2 GBA snipe actually probably did have a pretty significant effect on that.
Was it New Year's Eve or was it the day before?
It was
Either way.
Yeah, like
Whatever,
the
it
29th
was
or the
insane.
30th or something. Something that pretty much nobody was expecting to happen.
Yeah, it was the longest reign at over 2,000 days. Even I didn't think I was going to get it. And then I got really close and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take this rain away. And it was fun. And then I took a few more rains. It was great.
Moving on to Best Streamer. Again, Liam and Nixo were both nominated for this. We decided to remove them just to give some more handheld-centric runners their chance. So this is between Conception and SLS instead.
These results are honestly kind of a mega wall. IMO.
That's a good question as well, as it is. Probably like no, you did like a handheld Octafactor, didn't you? That crashed in like HP7. I remember
the
that.
computer
he-
crashed or something.
No. That one was this year. He stopped in HP7 because he was tired. In the
Ah.
one this year.
Ah, okay. But you still did it.
That's true.
So honestly, I'm gonna say I think Conception got kind of screwed.
Honestly,
on this one.
this is just a mega wall. Let's be honest.
I don't know that any of us is really sure how this happened.
This is name recognition. That it's fine. It's time.
Yeah. I think pretty much a lot of us can agree that Conception really kind of deserves this one.
This is nobody likes GBC.
Yeah. Even for not being a Harry Potter runner anymore, I think that was very well deserved for Conception. So this one's a little strange.
This one's a boss champ.
Yeah. Yeah, time for people to go check out the GBC games. There's some pretty interesting runs, so they're way glitchier than you'd expect for handheld.
Level 99 in 8 minutes. Pog.
Just don't check out HP2.
So moving on. Best speed
We'll see.
game.
Close. One GBC, a very broken game. This was before one GBA.
This was before Out of Bounds, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
How the hell did you
so
really
at
get
that
in there if
time-
it was before that?
At the time, one GBA was just a really hard speed game, and it was like seeing a good run of it was very interesting
yeah,
and very few and far between.
5GBA got nominated because of the
Because
it's
of
only
save
4
corruption.
minutes or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Oh yeah, nobody would have ever nominated 5GBA
Never.
before that. Let's be
Definitely not.
honest. Never.
That's only because it got super broken
Yeah,
at the end of the
then-
year.
SLS went and broke it, and now we have this mess.
So for reference, at the start of 2020, 5GBA was what, an hour 35, and
Yeah.
now it is 2 minutes and
15.
17 seconds.
15.
15.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
5GBA has been absolutely demolished, and I don't think there are very many people that are upset that that game is no longer present.
Oh, I love the free hour and 35 minutes for time saving full series. It's great.
Taking
It's
one of
gotta
the
be
most
great.
boring games in the series and turning it into 2 minutes.
I enjoyed the 10 Malfoy fights that you have. Like the game does not stop giving you Malfoy fights. It's terrible.
Or having to like power up spells 8 times or something like that. And yep, so best winner, I think, is the only one we didn't talk about, which is also probably the most obvious choice, I would think.
It's probably the best game out of all of them.
Yeah. If you're making a list of best handheld games, and this isn't at the top or right next to the top, you have a wrong list. There's a problem here.
It is wrong.
Like this is better than most PC games and most console games, I'd argue.
Yeah, very RNG
Like,
heavy run.
as a game.
Very, very RNG heavy run. World record that's really hard to beat at this point, just because of how lucky it gets.
Oh, he only got crits like 4 times, where if he didn't, he would have died. No big deal.
But yeah, like this game gets a fair bit of attention. It's fun to run for a bit, so
Still need to do that level 99 race. Level 100.
yeah, level 100 race one day. Just like 4 hours of grinding. World record has a bad start. What do you want about? Yeah, sure. Sure. So yeah, moving on to best category.
Do not remember what we're 1 GBC any, very broken. 3 GBA any, just explained, very RNG heavy, but very fun. 5 GBA any, 2-minute speedrun.
This is one of those where maybe we shouldn't have done best handheld game and best handheld category. There's not a lot of categories for the handheld games. Like, 100%
Hey.
is not very exciting for most of these games.
But there was classic any percent in 2 GBC.
Cool.
There are
Yeah,
a lot of very
For
interesting ones.
example, 1 GBC Hundo is you play through the game 3 times, and it's basically just any percent, and then New Game Plus, and then New Game Plus, and then you play for 12 more minutes, and you're done. Exciting.
I believe 6DS 100% actually received a nomination. And I'm
Great
pretty
run.
sure it was somebody who was very happy with Nixo's streams that nominated it, but yeah, it did receive a nomination.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, best handheld category, HP 3 any percent.
Same as best game.
This
Not
one was
really.
a lot closer than
Not
best game,
surprising.
simply because. Actually, I don't know why it was a lot closer. I can't really explain why it's a lot closer, but it is. Yep, 5 not. I think everyone was kind of assuming it was going to be 5, that like nobody felt like voting
Well,
for
like,
5.
Just because it's a quick category doesn't mean it's a good category.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm happy it's not 5, to be
Yeah.
honest, because 5 is just kind of terrible.
we all assumed it was going to be 5, and a lot of us are pretty happy that it's not.
Yeah.
Definitely the biggest, like, one of the most important, like, time saves we've ever had, and just, I guess, speedrunning as a whole, but cool that it's a fun category instead of a short category. And then our last category for handheld is best record.
Me, Conception, and Nightbeat. That HP6. Oh, and SLS. My bad. 5 GBA, Omega LOL.
Yep, one of SLS's million offline runs, so that's the best screenshot I was able to get.
You can see there's a clear one here that is not favored because it's right side. Let's. Yep.
The 218 was the world record as of New Year's Day, so that's the one that got nominated. Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's come down quite a bit since then, but that was the best run that we had at that point.
Also, Conception's run is not a 111 anymore because timing changed. But
Yeah,
you know,
neither is your run a 105.
that's true. That's true.
But if I need to get, I needed to get a screenshot of their run and their reaction. So
Yeah. I had a pretty big pop off on that one because of the huge glot on the last split to take it.
Conception's pop off was a lot more subdued than I expected, but still pretty good.
He already had
he
the
grinded
record at
a lot,
that point,
right?
right?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was grinding for 111.
He was grinding for 111. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. I just know that he grinded a long time to get that record. It's a hard record to take. Like, it's
Yeah.
a really good run now.
Oh, yeah.
But
Especially with like how brutal some of those tricks can be. Like lighting's a
Yeah.
1 in 3 chance,
Like,
and you have to get it
between
multiple times. Yeah.
I mean, ideally you only do it once, but yeah. The chances you keep it are like none, but he did keep it in this one.
And then
But
Nightbeat's
he-
60s.
His run here, you can kind of see on his splits there's a red in the middle. He got 5th try lighting. Like if he got first try lighting, this was like a low 110 or something with old timing, which is insane.
Yeah. And then we already mentioned like Nightbeat's 60s run. That is That is a really good record. That is a hard one
Yeah.
to beat.
Yeah, especially if you consider that you need like first try potion to even beat it,
Yeah.
which happens like once in 10 runs or something.
Worst. That's like the worst strat in that entire game. I am so mad that I realized you could do that. That just kind of ruins it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people have even done 10 runs of that game?
Has anybody done 10 runs? Apparently, Night
Oh,
Beast started 24.
Oh.
I probably have. I got them requested like so many times.
There's only 5 people who have done runs.
So
I mean, I got it like once, the first try potion. That's my PB.
Same. And then I didn't do another run. Now, this pretty much won because broke the rain.
yeah, this was like a 5 or 6 year long world record reign that was beaten. It was at the time the longest ever world record reign in Harry Potter history. That was a very big deal. So yeah.
Not to mention the pop-off was
Yes.
pretty good.
Yep. So that's it for Handheld. Now we move on to Lego. So Lego was kind of a mess when we set up this. So Lego again, when we did Best of 2019, I don't think we got any nominations for Lego. So I kind of just assumed that the same would happen this year. So we didn't include them in the nomination form the first time, and then a bunch of people submitted Lego stuff anyways, so we had to fix the Lego situation. So we got them added in. We got a ton of nominations and a ton of votes. Lego really showed up for this, so really exciting for that. And then we had to change the categories a couple of times, so I apologize to all the Lego guys for making a huge mess out of the nominations, but I think we got it to work out. Yeah, so this will also be a little shaky because none of us are really Lego runners, so we're not really super familiar with these people.
I
I have a
no
world
idea.
record in Lego, by the way. Just saying.
So I guess we get started.
I've literally never run Lego.
Yeah, neither have I, so
I have barely played the game.
my one thing I want to mention, somehow, so all of the like profile pictures have been pretty high quality up until now. I don't know why these ones look so blurry. I thought I was doing the same thing, but somehow they didn't come out right. So I don't know if they're just low resolution when they were uploaded or what, but yeah, they're pretty blurry, and I was kind of disappointed by that.
It's also not best
This
Lego
isn't
record.
best Lego
It's
record.
best
This is
runner.
best
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Chimpion, who has the current record of any percent, and I think had it for like quite a while of 5 to 7, and then Frost, who's second in that. So like the top 2 runners of that, and then Erasmi is, I think, the world record holder of 1 to 4, and Toad, I'm actually not entirely sure. I don't really know 1 to 4 myself, to be honest.
Yeah. I know Harasmi's got a lot of runs in a lot of different categories. Frosted's 4th in 5 through 7. T-Fresh has taken
so that
1
all
through 4
changed.
100%.
Yeah, our Lego knowledge is very limited.
This is gonna be pretty shaky. Sorry, guys. Harasmi is 4th now, but still a top runner in quite a few of the categories, if I remember correctly. So the best Lego runner goes to Chimkin.
Oh, Chimkin.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty deserved.
yeah.
But I can tell from like the one game I run of Lego, which is 5-7, who is like beating me by an hour. So yeah, I think that's pretty deserved.
Yeah. I really wish we had more to say about these guys. It's really cool that we still have some ties with the Lego community. I know like handheld and console and PC have all grown a lot closer recently because a lot of people have started running games in the other communities a lot. But having more Lego crossover would be really cool too.
Mostly.
Yeah, Champion is good in a lot of Lego games. That's also true. Like all across the board, not just Harry Potter.
Oh yeah. I think when I was getting the what was he was I think he was the one that was streaming yesterday when I was trying to get the profile pictures. He was playing the Lego Star Wars one, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Best newcomer. Yeah. All these guys are pretty high up on their leaderboards, so
As newcomers.
yeah. As far as newcomers come, I guess this is a pretty good selection.
I assume for like quite a bunch. I don't know if it's for all of them, but I assume for some of them it's also they did a lot of other Lego games before and then just came to Harry Potter. I think. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I think so.
Pretty close for second on this one. You know, still decently close to like a 30-30. 1 and 3 for all three of them, so congrats to
That's a
Isu.
pretty good vote. Yeah, like for example, I know he's like doing a lot of Star Wars and stuff, I think for quite a while.
So most improved is actually our other. Yeah, I probably should have waited a bit longer. Most improved was our other winner by default. So out of every single person who nominated anyone, there was only one person that nominated anybody other than Frosted. So yeah. All of Harassby's nominations were nominating as many people as they could possibly think of. And that was the only person that nominated somebody that wasn't Frosted. And Harassby also nominated Frosted. So this was one of those ones where it's like, yeah, this one's gonna be a win by default. So, yeah, big shout outs to them. Yeah. So, I believe. Oh, next is streamer, I believe. Yeah, Frost has improved a lot. That's considering when everybody's nominating the same person, that would make a lot of sense.
So we have two people who won other trophies as well, battling for the best streamer.
The best award, Pog.
And that one also goes to Frost. Wait. What?
Wait, what?
Oh, I just put the wrong face on this. This one is Frosted. I just wrote down the wrong name. That's
Oh, okay.
embarrassing.
Oh well.
So this is supposed to be Frosted. I just goofed up the PowerPoint.
Just imagine a different profile picture.
Just Yeah. We'll take this one and change most improved Lego runner to best Lego streamer. There we go.
There we are.
Yeah. Yep. Shoulda checked that one over. That's on me. Yeah. So next up, so doing best game doesn't really make a lot of sense when there's only 2 games. So we decided to do best year instead. Now there is a problem with this one, and I'll explain it once the animation here is over.
Yo, is it all 8?
Yes.
It is all 8 years. Now,
Let's go.
when I first made the nomination form, or when I first made the voting form, because this wasn't originally part of the nomination, I forgot to include 8. I couldn't remember if they had separated 7 Part 1 and 7 Part 2, or how they decided to do that when they made the game. So originally this only included 1 through 7, and then I don't remember who corrected me, but somebody from the Lego community contacted me and said, like, hey, you forgot 8. You should probably change all of the 7 votes to 8 as well, because nobody really likes 7. So I did as they said. I changed all of the 7 votes to 8. So if you are somebody that really, really likes 7 and not 8, I'm sorry that I have screwed up your vote.
You're in the minority.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm fairly confident that that's correct.
1
I
and
don't like
8
7 either.
end up tying for this one. I believe this is our first tie out of everything. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
And 7 was, if there is indeed nobody that actually meant 7 when they said 7 is the only thing in this entire Best of 2020 that received 0 votes. So there's an asterisk on that one, but yeah, literally every other thing that was submitted got at least 1 vote.
That's an interesting result, by the way. The very first and very last
Very
year.
last, yeah.
But it was actually close as well. HB3 is in there, and 2.
Yeah. Both
So I
1
get-
point shy.
Yeah, generally it looks like people prefer the first 4 then. If we have 3 out of those like high up.
Yeah. So, and that brings us to, I believe, the last one. Nope, we have 2 more, best category and best record. Oh, yep, this is the other one. Okay. So, another mistake here. This one's again on me. So, for the animation, we have 1 through 4 any percent and 1 through 4 story being listed as separate categories. I have been informed, I was informed well ahead of time, that those are in fact the same category. I forgot to tell Tia that those were supposed to be combined. I didn't realize that I had made the mistake until last night when I was putting this all together, and there just wasn't enough time to ask for any changes. So we have it all corrected for everything after here, but that first animation has any percent and story listed when it should not. But yeah. Sorry to the Lego guys for messing a lot of stuff up. Yeah, story mode is the former name of any percent. Okay. Yeah. I had to ask for a lot of help with the Lego categories for the nomination phase 2, because there's a lot of specific terms that the Lego category uses for their different categories that I'm just not very familiar with. So sorry for all of the mistakes that came up with this. And 1 through 4 at 8% round up the winner.
That proves it again. People prefer the first game. The first 4 years.
Yep. And then for the graph, I made sure to combine 1 through 4 at 80% in story mode, and it did not end up having any effect on the final results. I believe it was like 20 that voted for any and 25 that voted for stories, and 5 that voted for stories. So they combine pretty well. And then that brings us to the last Lego category. Yeah, I don't really know much about these runs. I know the 1 through 4 record has come down a decent bit since then. Yeah,
I think the 5 as well, right? That's a different. I mean, it's still the same world record holder, but I think it's a better time now even.
yeah, but from my understanding, at least the 2 90% records were very, very impressive when they were set.
Mhm.
There were a lot of nominations
for
for
sure.
those. And then Haraspi's all bonus levels, was on pace to be a sub 3-minute run and had a mishap in the final level. Yeah, 5 through 7 is now apparently a 153, and 1 through 4 has come down as well. Yeah, people saying that the ABL is still insane. And the winner was the 5 through 7 90%. And remember, this was voting was cut off the first week of January, so anything that happened after that cannot be considered as part of this. So
It's the old 80% record.
Yeah. For its time, a very impressive record.
And a very close vote again, honestly.
Yeah. And that brings us to our last group of awards, our all-around categories. A few things that came up last year got removed, and we've added best meme and best clip this year, so those will be interesting. These are our winners from last year. GDQ hotfix being very exciting. Cat failing potions 5 times and deleting his Speedrunning.com account. Very exciting. Yeah. So moving on to best HP moment. This is the best moment in all of Harry Potter speedrunning throughout 2020.
The longest run ever. Insane record. This is a bingo turning, which was Pog.
A lot of the I will give a warning. A lot of these are very PC centric. Just there's a big imbalance in the number of people in PC, console, handheld, Lego. There is representation from all of the communities in a fair few of these, but a lot of these will be quite PC centric. But yeah, full series and Octo Crown, very, very serious, significant accomplishments. Both of those were also nominated for best record. And then the bingo tournament, I think, was very fun for everyone involved, and it seems like it was very well liked by everyone that watched it too. So
yeah, and the finalists were the people that did the other things.
True, actually, yeah.
Yep.
It's great that it's the same screenshot for full series again. It's just...
Yeah. It's also the same screenshot for HP5 90%, but
Oh yeah.
I wanted to try to get something like a collage of the first places on all of the games, but it was gonna look pretty messy, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And our winner was actually a tie.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was a perfect tie. 31 votes apiece.
Pega clap. Tie. Pega clap. I don't see how somebody doing a 40-hour run is the best HP moment.
I think just saying that it's somebody doing a 40-hour run is a understatement, though, just because of how much preparation had to go into that, just how many years of running games built up to that.
40-hour run of one game is different than a 40-hour run where you need to learn 23 completely different games.
Yeah. And considering that, still nobody else has been able to complete one of them, and despite there being a few people that have been working towards it.
I also learned 13 games in a month to do it, so that was something.
Yeah.
That was the more insane part, let's be honest.
Yeah, 13 games. That's... And, yeah, again, neither of these are really super relevant. Now, the Octocron was broken the next day. The full series has kind of been destroyed. But still big accomplishments from 2020.
For sure.
So moving on to best Potterthon moment.
Yeah,
This
but
is...
yeah, so when is full series next? You're the only other
When
person
I
that knows
get to
all
play it too.
So, best Potterthon moment was best moment that specifically occurred on the Potterthon channel. So it did not have to take place during the Potterthon marathon. It just had to happen on the channel itself. So not a ton of choices for this, but I think the things that got nominated were good choices. Yeah, so the bingo tournament, which was a big favorite, and breaking that donation goal, that start of
That was insane.
that was I was just in complete awe for that whole first 3 hours at just what was happening.
Like, we literally ran out of donation goals. Like, we had some set up and they were just broken too quickly, so we didn't know what to put.
Yeah, we put it. Yeah, I thought it was just I was thinking, we had a good string of a few years in a row breaking the Potterthon record. So it's okay, yeah, we'll just put down Potterthon 1, Potterthon 2, Potterthon 3 as donation goals. And I don't even remember if we had, I think at the start of the marathon, the highest goal was that $500 for Potterthon 5. And then 20 minutes in, it's okay, we need to change this because we're going to smash 500. And then we added in every Potterthon combined, which was 1,400. And then we broke that by the end of the second day or something. Yeah. Potterthon was insane this year.
Definitely made it worth it, for sure.
And
Starting with that Lame versus the World was fun, even though I played terribly. But I got HP3 record during that, even though I played terribly.
yeah, just trying to show off how much we made by the end of that relay, how much we made by the end of the marathon, and that those milestones.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
beating that this year, right?
yeah, 1735. That's a big wall to break. I think we can do it.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. I think a big difference was also that we shared the restreaming, so it was actually without breaks, right? Or did we have that before?
5 was technically without breaks, if you consider SLS's 1 frame per hour HP2 6 gen 100% as not a break. Yeah. But yeah, we also didn't have any big. I think this was the first year we didn't have any serious tech problems. We had 1 or 2 runners that were having trouble getting their stream started, so we had a delay, I think was the worst that happened.
Some people had problems connecting to the server, but it was okay overall. Yeah, they also lagged a bit, but nothing serious.
Yeah, that was also technically world record. Yeah, Potterthon 5 was a problem. Glad that we got things sorted out. 6 went very, very well. I don't think there were really any complaints aside from maybe the losing a match by 60 points in the finale. That was kind of disappointing, but
So, Mylan, we're doing Potterthon 7.1 and 7.2 this year, right?
Both? Please
Yeah.
no.
But they're the same year.
We're gonna take a page out of the Lego book. That's gonna be year 8.
Year 8.
Yeah, year 7, year 8.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we have some practice now, so
yeah.
it's gonna be nice.
Things should go a lot more smoothly in the next coming years with Potterthon. I think we're at a point where we've really got it down. We know what we're doing for these.
Assuming Mylan and Mixo don't drop off the face of the planet. You know.
Yeah. And having Sake and Zali to help with restreaming really made a big difference.
Definitely.
So moving on to the next category, Best New Discovery. This one was pretty stacked.
Right.
God, that's gonna be a category this year.
Yeah, we're gonna have this is gonna be interesting this year. HP1 game skip, HP2 game skip. Yeah. I enjoyed putting these together, going back and digging for the
Nice.
like discovery messages and then removing the not from do not turn off. Yeah, all of these I don't know too much about the end game trigger in Lego, but it seems like it was a pretty big deal, so
Yeah, it makes the last level like a minute essentially. Not even. You just go out of bounds, clip out of bounds and hit it. Like I think you can probably do it in like 20 to 30 seconds.
yeah.
Yeah, and it saves like the entire level. You don't have to
Saves,
play
like,
an entire
8
level.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. I mean, 5 GBA save corruption, that's an hour and a half. You gotta step up your game, Lego. You gotta save an hour and a half in one day.
And it skips a terrible game, so that's nice.
Yeah. And then, you know, the moving while paused in HP3 6th gen has like totally changed how that game goes. There's
I
a
love
lot of
how
things that are skipped.
moving while paused is not used anymore to do that skip.
Yeah, because they found something new like a couple days ago.
You literally spam pause and it just works.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
And shout outs to Cosmic. They found a lot of stuff in this game. Like I feel like every day I wake up and there's just like 30 messages from Cosmic in HP3. They're putting in a lot of work. HP5 is not terrible. I'm getting timed out again, right? Yeah. Yeah, last year's winner was Requirement Skip, a 25-minute time save. And this year we don't have anything PC in this list. Pretty impressive. And
What was the biggest time save found in PC?
the biggest time save found in PC was probably Wrong Warp, which is what, 30 seconds?
Ron Warp.
In HP2 for Quidditch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
best,
last year.
that was in January of 2021. So
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess
it was-
the biggest time save wins.
But, like, that's it.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, this isn't a particularly fun glitch, but it's also a pretty
No.
hilarious one. Just like, yes, you have to, on a cartridge that has never saved before, ever, you have to turn off the game at a specific time during the first save and the first save alone. And depending on when you turn off the game, it has different effects that can sometimes invalidate 100% runs.
Great, I love it. I didn't do a pent effect and waste 2 hours of my life. Not at all. That didn't happen.
You did
Yeah.
a Hundo Pentafecta?
Yes, and he made it to the end of 5 GBA before realizing that he was locked out of completing 5 GBA and had to reset.
Oh, wow.
Blackboard mini games. It was great. 10 hours in,
Yeah,
Blackboard was blocked. It's great.
that was quite disappointing.
Literally 5 minutes from finishing. Nope, you can't.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun during full series Hundo.
So,
Early. That's what I'm gonna do.
best fail.
This should be fun. Nixo can't complete a full series. Nobody finishes a race, but that happens every race, but it's an octo.
So, disclaimer about Nixo's full series attempts. If he hadn't submitted it himself, I probably wouldn't have included it because it seemed a little rude, but yeah. And then also that bottom message has been doctored. Those are two different messages that I put together. But I thought it was when I was putting the messages together, I thought it looked funny the way that they layered together, so
It's pretty accurate.
yeah. The 7-person Octafactor race, we don't have any footage left from that, so I just took a multi-twitch screenshot and wrote down all of the reasons that none of us finished. And then that combination of seeing the bean pop out of that chest and our reaction to realizing that we could just buy Dumbledore's cards.
Wait, who reset in 7.1? Was that Zasta?
That was me.
Liam and I both reset in 7.1.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure about yours, Nick, so I thought you reset a couple times to 1 and never finished.
Yeah, I don't remember. Probably.
Cinna lost power at the end of 2. Gertie never hit the trigger in HP 3 and got like pretty far into HP 4 before realizing it. Liam and I both had bad 7-part 1s and kind of gave up. Lazar finished, but his FPS counter was cut off or wasn't visible or something, so HP 1 and 2 were invalid.
That was the health bar for...
It was the health bar? Okay, the health bar. Sorry about that. So I got that one wrong. And then Zasta finished, but he closed HP 6 before the final split time. So his HP 6 was invalid. So yeah, we had a 7-person race with 0 valid completions.
We did better the next time.
Yeah, 2 out of 8 finished instead of 0 out of 7.
Slightly better.
And then our winner, the Octafactor race where nobody finished. Yeah. Pretty close on the other two, but a pretty solid win on the Octa race. Where can you find footage of the middle one? What do you mean the middle one?
It would have been the card.
The card? That was the race between me and Zasta in the bingo tournament, which is not on YouTube yet, I don't think, but it is on
Highlighted
Twitch.
here.
Yeah, it's highlighted on this channel. I think it was like Losers Round 3. Because I had to look to find that frame today. Or yesterday. Yeah. So the full video is highlighted in the Potterthon channel.
Alright, time for the best category.
Yeah. Best meme.
%, Pog, Lim Bum Bum, Santiago.
Did it work? Did it work? It worked. So we've got the Better Twitch TV gif of Liam's reaction. And then that was Mark's post in, I want to say, Flo's Discord of Gertie %. And if we're posting a meme, it's gotta be from Sake, so...
Yeah, I was about to say, of course, he's the one.
Of course it's Sake. Yeah, time ends when you softlock dying in Slytherin. Before
I got that
Defendo
first
do
try
jumpless Ricto. Of course you got that first try.
I'm an expert at soft looking.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say about these. These are
Speak for themselves.
Yeah, and also all like pretty close in time. Like 30% and Santiago were both during the HP2 bingo tournament, and Lame Boom Boom was. I think that happened while the bingo tournament was still going on in one of its last weeks.
I think this was the one day I had the chance to take Reki from Flo to stop him from the crown.
30% should be on category extensions. We'll talk about it.
No, we won't.
Oh, we'll just do it? Okay, sure.
No.
No. Yeah, and the winner? And then, you know, I had the opportunity. I had to post the full clip. So, we're gonna watch the full clip.
No!
Ik ben aan het
No!
spelen. Ik ben nu
You
nog aan het
me!
spelen. Ik ben zeker nog
You-
40
What the-
minuten aan het spelen. Nee, ça va. Ik ga...
Every time I watch that, I just can't get over Flo's laughter too. Like such a good moment. And you know, it's so good that it got nominated for Best Clip too. And if we're doing Best Clip, I have to include the clips.
Of course.
So, you know, why don't we watch it again?
Might as well.
Yeah, so I put all 5 clips in here. We're going to watch all 5 clips because these are pretty funny and pretty impressive, so...
No!
Ik ben aan het
No!
spelen. Ik ben
You
nu nog aan
juked
het
me!
spelen. Ik ben zeker nog
You
40
What the-
minuten aan het spelen. Nee, ça va. Ik ga...
I think that's like the 10th time I've watched this in the last 2 days, and it still makes me laugh.
Okay, cool. Interesting. If I get fast Diagro, this will be pretty close to gold, I think. And I golded in PvE, so... Oh look, another Harry. Oh. I don't think the game
Makes
is fun
sense.
anymore, guys.
You know, I really don't know anything about Lego, but I think that just makes this
Okay.
better.
Alright, we're back. Oh, I'm not a girl anymore. You know what?
That's how it feels playing them.
I'm just gonna go ahead and reset. Can I switch to this, Harry? Why am I back here now? I'm just gonna enjoy this while it's happening.
Yeah. I have no clue what happened there. I don't think he knew what happened there, but that's pretty fun.
And then this one is the tough one because you have to time it well. That looks good. There we go. That's the first part done. Now we just have to time this well. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. That's the 2-frame window. Well, I want to see you guys' money for that.
I'm particularly happy about that Carpe one. That's one of those things I never thought we'd ever get to see in something like a marathon. So
For a second
Shout out to
behind.
Hey.
That was quite nice.
I predicted it.
Very
Beaver
hard
failed
strat.
the boost.
Yep, now
We
it's
got a
more
small
than
extra.
24. Ooh, they want to make... Oh! What? How did he even save that?
shoutouts to staircases being very, very strange.
I still don't understand how. Like,
I don't know why you jumped that early.
you need You need to understand, if I don't save that, I lose the bingo race. So it's actually so important that we don't
It's the
die
final,
there.
or was it like the
It
semifinal?
was winners finals. So winner of that match went straight to grand finals.
And then our last clip.
Grab your pick, your big shovel, and bolt again. Bolt again. Woo! Run until it's done, until the sun comes up.
Gold again, woo!
And again, with Flo's laughter, it's just so perfect.
Makes it better. Yeah.
I think, yeah, anyone who watches Nixo's stream will be particularly fond of that one. And yeah, so the winner oh no. Oh no. I put the wrong clip.
Oh no.
What?
Why don't we just go back and watch that one again?
It was very close, though.
Confusion
Grab
percent.
your pick, your big shovel, and bolt again. Bolt again.
Go.
Run until it's done, until the sun comes up.
So yeah, I guess I messed that one up. Oh well.
I mean,
Wait,
I
which
think
one
we
won
could,
now?
I think we could all use a lame boom boom again. Let's be
Another-
honest.
I mean, it was second place.
Yeah.
We can show second place.
No,
Ik
no,
ben
no!
ik ben
Je
nu nog
juked
aan het
me.
spelen. Ik ben zeker nog,
Je
ik ben
juked-
zeker nog
What
40
the-
minuten aan het spelen. Ja, ça va. Ik ga...
So yeah, a little mix up, but
I think the
Poor
best
Tony.
part is that I continued the run.
yeah. Yeah, and then a good spread on the votes here. Yeah, a lot of fun moments there.
The power of music. Yep. Takes this one.
And then with that, I think. Oh, I forgot the transition on this one too. We're on to our final category.
I wonder what this.
Yeah, that's gonna be close.
I really
Yeah.
appreciate like that. This was not rigged. This was not set up. We did
One
not.
handheld, one console, one PC, one Lego.
We did not organize this. This is actually how the nominations turned out. We got one handheld, one PC, one console, and one Lego, which I think is very fitting for this community. I
This can
mentioned
show, maybe it can show eventually we can have one Discord.
that would
Then
be
again-
such a mess.
You're absolutely right.
The Woo clip is on Flo's channel, not on Mark's. That was during one of Flo's runs.
Right.
But yeah, again, I mentioned earlier, a lot of the overall, it ends up being pretty slanted towards PC. There's just a lot more people that watch PC, so that watch and run PC. So yeah, I don't think this one's a big surprise, but these are all games that are still pretty beloved by the community, by their communities. So
I mean, 3/6 Gen Pepe.
So, yeah. HP best game of the year, HP2 PC. And, one thing
Are we
I've wanted to... Yeah. I don't think anyone's really surprised. It's the most run Harry Potter game out of all of them. Even in a year where we didn't really get any new glitches or anything, there's still, so much stuff that's happened with HP2 PC. We got the wrong warps at the beginning of the year, so the records come down a lot in any percent. We had Zasta taking a bunch of the records. I think 2020 was the year where the 100% record fell for the first time in 4 years.
Yeah, it was Oh wait, was it?
I don't remember if that was the end of 2019 or the start of 2020. But yeah, that was the first time that somebody new had taken that record in almost 4 years, or over 4 years.
Almost 5
almost
years.
5
I think
years.
it was.
That we had.
Yeah, we switched to Swedish this year. Yeah, that's true.
Yep, we switched to Swedish this year. We discovered that you could complete the game without jumping. Then jumpless came down to a point where it was faster than glitchless. We had low cast come up at the end of the year, and a lot of developments with that. We had the bingo tournament. We had there was just all gold cards and all wizard cards. Their creation and then destruction. Yeah, there's just been a lot of stuff that's happened with HP2 PC this year. Even without the crazy glitches and developments that have happened in a lot of the other games. So, yeah, really, really nice to see that. And yeah, with that, that's the end of our presentation. We have a little closing slide. Once again, huge shout outs to Tia for doing these graphics. They look absolutely fantastic. They really made it. If you go back and look at 2019's, the best of 2019, it's a Word document with the white background and looks pretty bad. It was thrown together pretty quickly. I'm glad we got to do this, even with the stream coming down a few times. We will be uploading this entire video to the Potterthon YouTube channel. I'll put something in the Potterthon Discord once that's up. And yeah, but that's all I really have to say about that. Anything from either of you?
No, not really. I mean, keep them coming for this year, I guess. Those runs and world records.
Yeah, excited to see what's going to happen with 2021.
Yeah, somebody stop Flo from taking all the records. Okay, thanks. Okay.
Okay, and with that, whoops, you can see iTunes. I think we should find somebody to raid. Is there anybody speedrunning
I don't think there's any
Harry Potter?
They're casual streams, but
Do we
I don't
have?
think that
You got Whip doing slots.
We've got Whip.
Doing slots.
a nice gambling stream.
Flo's about to go live, right, Flo? Yep. Maybe.
Host Mark. What's Mark doing?
Not live for me. But I guess
Literally
he
just said in all caps, I'm not streaming. I think we host him anyways, though. No?
Do we have any other old Harry Potter speedrunners doing anything? If not, we'll go with Whip and his gambling stream.
I don't see anyone. Rest to stream.
Get rest to stream. Yeah. Okay, or we can go casual. Does anyone have someone we should hit? What do we do?
Could do Emphas as well.
Emphasis stream?
Emperor's
HP.
playing Nine Ranger.
Ooh, I think that's actually a really good choice to go do.
Better than
Emphas.
slots.
Yeah, Emphas is
Yeah.
playing something interesting and a runner that someone who's a really big part of the community, helps a lot of people out. I know he's a mod in a lot of the chats, so we're gonna go raid Emphas. What's our usual we'll do our usual raid message. So just...
Do we need Santiago?
We need Santiago? Are we doing
can go with-
Santiago? I don't have the...
Somebody
I don't
find
have it either.
Santiago.
Somebody find it.
There we go.
Oh,
There we go. I guess we're raiding with Santiago. Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for a great 2020 and speedrunning at least. And yeah. See you guys on the next one.